Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am the Southern Wrestling Scholar, ZJ Pierce, the host of the Nerdz Watching Wrestling podcast, and this is Quick React. Today we are talking about the March 11th episode of Aew Dynamite. This was the go-home Dynamite before Revolution this Sunday. I might want to watch Collision because like a lot is going to be happening on Collision too. I'll see how I feel about it. But every match in today's episode hit extremely hard. I was very much entertained throughout the 2+ hours that Dynamite went on today. If y'all ready to get into it, let's go and talk about it. Tag me in. So the night starts with Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli of the Death Riders taking on Konosuke Takeshita and Ecchi Sato. I really miss watching Claudio Castagnoli wrestle because he is so good. And like I said, Ecchi Sato is starting to become my new favorite luchador from AEW. But this was obviously to build momentum towards Jon Moxley's AEW Continental Classic title no time limit match against Konosuke Takeshita this Sunday. And y'all, they just went at it. So much fun. Very good. In the end, while the referee was distracted, Claudio Castagnoli would poke Ecchi Sato in the eye and roll him up with a very tight, small package. Kind of an uninspired way to finish the match, but hey, this is all about protecting the wrestlers involved in Sunday's match. After the match, Lance Archer and Mark Davis will come out and lay waste to Jon Moxley, with them even trying to get to Takeshita to hit him with a chair. But Takeshita, who wants no excuses when he beats Jon Moxley at Revolution, decides to not hit him with a chair and calls off the Don Callis family. This was very good, and I cannot wait for the match this upcoming Sunday. MJF and Kyle Fletcher have a very tense stare down where MJF asked Kyle Fletcher to hurt Speedball Mike Bailey for him because Mike Bailey kicked him in the face last week. Kyle Fletcher says, I'm going to hurt Mike Bailey for me, not for you, because we don't like you. Like, MJF doesn't realize he doesn't have any friends. And then Kyle Fletcher took on Speedball Mike Bailey for the TNT Championship in an excellent match. Oh my God. Like, I've been waiting for a performance that showcased Speedball Mike Bailey, especially the way he was presented in TNA. Like I said, he's a former X Division champion. So I was waiting on some type of performance that will really highlight who Mike Bailey is. And this was it. Oh my God. His kicks are so lethal. There were times where I honestly thought Kyle Fletcher might drop the title to Speedball Mike Bailey. And it came really close because he almost hit the Ultimate Weapon on Kyle Fletcher after nailing multiple nasty, gnarly roundhouse kicks to Kyle's jaw. Like, Jesus Christ, how come baby is not drinking a smoothie right now? But the end came when Speedball Mike Bailey was about to hit Kyle Fletcher with the Flamingo Driver. Shout out to my day ones who remember what the Flamingo Driver is. But Kazuchika Okada will come out and distract the referee with a screwdriver. He will hit Mike Bailey like Kyle Fletcher would rake the eyes of Speedball Bailey, hit him with a trios championship, and hit the sheer drop brainbuster for the clean title retention. Very good match. Like, I would have, obviously the Don Callis interference I would do without, but other than that, chef's kiss of a match. Brody King had a standby match. I guess that's what we're calling our squash matches now, because that was nothing but a squash. But yeah, Brody King had a standby match where he beat dude in basically 2 moves and said that he was looking for Swerve, who would attack him through the crowd. After Swerve would try to attempt to choke Brody King out with the chain again, Brody King would snap the chain and then go on the hunt for Swerve Strickland, including wrapping the chain around his throat and trying to choke him out with it. But after a slight distraction from his Nana, Swerve hit the arm breaker on Brody King's bad arm and got away. Like I said, I really hope their match this Sunday is some type of stipulation match. I'm cool if it goes one-on-one, but if y'all are proving to see who's the most dangerous man in AEW, I really feel like there should be some type of stipulation. Y'all forgive me if it looks like in my eyes I'm looking over. I did write all this stuff down so I can read it to y'all. Right, so I can remember what happened. Like, I was supposed to do this last night. I apologize. I had a lot going on. Next, Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy took on the Dogs, David Finlay and Gabe Kidd. This is Dave Finlay's in-ring debut on Dynamite. And this, like I said, this was nothing short of violence. Like, they keep putting Orange Cassidy in these matches with these very violent people, knowing that his stick will get over. But it is also to the detriment of the heels that, bro, you can't keep doing this. And Gabe Kidd in particular really put a hurting down on Darby Allin, y'all. It was just so very good. Even down to the finish where Clark Harness would attack Orange Cassidy with a tire iron from the crowd, leaving Darby Allin all alone with Gabe Kidd and Dave Finlay, allowing them to hit the Dominator / pile driver combo for the clean win. Afterwards, all three men would attack Darby Allin, but this would lead to the return of Roderick Strong. The Dogs would attempt to offer up Orange Cassidy to Roderick Strong, and it looked like Roderick Strong was going to take the bait until Roderick Strong threw Orange Cassidy in the Clark Harness and would help lay out the rest of the War Dogs with Darby Allin, including hitting the end of Heartache. Oh my God, I love it. The end of Heartache on David Finlay to stand tall and embrace Orange Cassidy. I guess Roderick Strong is part of the conglomeration now. Like I said, very good match, very fine segment. The return of the Messiah of the Backbreaker. You love to see it. After some very tense words before the match backstage with Renee Paquette, Willow Nightingale defended her TBS championship against the new CMLL World Women's Champion, Persephone. And these two, once again, just a great back and forth between these ladies. Persephone has really started to impress me. Like, I've only seen a couple of Persephone's matches, but she is really impressive. I can see why they chose her to take the CMLL Women's World Championship off of Mercedes Moné. But this was all about who could nail that one big strike first. And it turns out to be neither of them, as while Persephone was trying to go for that same backslide that beat Mercedes Moné, Willow Nightingale will counter it into a backslide of her own and retain the TBS title. Backstage, after she celebrates with Hardy Cameron, on top of already defending the women's tag team titles against Mega Bane and Lena Cross on the actual Revolution card, she calls out Lena Cross for a TBS championship match on 0 Hour. So Willow's definitely losing one of those titles. I feel like they're going to lose the tag team titles because they were supposed to lose them to Megan Bane and Penelope Ford, but unfortunately Penelope Ford got injured in her match. But I definitely see the Babes of Wrath finally dropping those tag team titles. In the main event match, Dem Bucks, Mark Briscoe, Nick and Matt Jackson, took on the AEW World Tag Team Champions FTR and newly healed Psycho Killer Tommaso Ciampa. And this was like an NXT fever dream, seeing FTR and Tommaso Ciampa team together. But my God, party match had party match in it. Pile drivers, muscle drivers, froggy bows, all the tag team moves, all the knees. Like I keep doing the chef's kiss, but like the match was very, very good. And the finish came when Tommaso Ciampa would hit an air raid crash and knee on Mark Briscoe, putting him, would hit the air raid crash and knee on Mark Briscoe to get the pinfall. I thought this might have set up a one-on-one match between the two, maybe at Revolution. And they also made sure they took out the Bucks so that FTR could hold them off in the match. After the match, Tommaso Ciampa would set up 2 chairs in the ring and hit the air raid crash on Mark Briscoe through said chairs. Like I said, they're either going to have a collision match or a 0 Hour match. Either way it goes, I'm excited for it. And our main event segment was the MJF Hangman Adam Page press conference hosted by Bryan Danielson. Like I said, pretty standard thing. Hangman Adam Page let MJF know that he's the king of Texas Death and that he's going to learn a lesson. MJF really doesn't see why he should be in Texas Death because he is a professional wrestler. But at the end, MJF attempts to toast to Hangman never getting a world title match again, with the result ending with those two brawling all throughout the arena, with Hangman Adam Page standing tall as MJF cowered away. And that was the March 11th episode of AEW Dynamite. Let me know what you thought of the show. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comments. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, follow, all those good things. And if I can leave you with anything today, I'm going to leave you with Luke chapter 11, verse 28, that says, "Blessed are all who hear the word of God and put it into practice." Remember, the word is true and living, and everything God says will come into pass. And we cannot only just be hearers of his word, we have to be doers of his word. We have to practice what he tells us. We have to learn how to love, forgive, be kind, all those good things. And God will give you everything in his promises and more. All right. For Quick Reacts, I have been the Southern Wrestling Scholar. Please make sure you're on the lookout for the latest episode of the Nerdz Watching Wrestling podcast, where I will be doing a deep dive into AEW Revolution with some very special guests. Until then, I'm ZJ Pierce, and I will see y'all next time.